Hello and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits with Gully Cricket. And today you have your usual suspects, Shash and me, Kar. So, Shash, double-headed Tuesday. We had two wonderful matches. And
Yeah.
let's start with the KKR versus DC match. So KKR maintained the red-hot form, isn't it? And they actually
Mm,
managed to put one across table toppers, Delhi
yeah.
Capitals.
Yeah. Maybe not many people saw that coming, if you have to be honest,
Uh,
because Delhi seemed like they had all the bases covered. But then I think credit should be given to the KKR bowling unit to actually restrict them to a very understated total. Sorry. So, uh, yeah, and then they managed to chase it down with a little bit of a hiccup. But then in the end, it was all quite comfortable for them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was all comfortable because of that one man. Okay,
Mm,
so let's just talk about his bowling first. Okay, we talked a lot about mystery spin and all of that. So, I
yeah.
mean, all the teams, right? Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan, they're finding it very, very difficult to get them away.
Yes, I think these two guys make a potent combination. One
Mm,
is that they have an air of unpredictability in their bowling,
mm,
which batsmen are not able to pick. And the other thing is they're very accurate. So,
mm,
they don't give you much width, and whatever shots or risks that have to be taken need to be done by the batsman. So, and when you're not getting, if you have like 8 overs there, where you don't have too much leverage, if you try attacking them, it is fraught with danger. So that is what both of these spinners pose. And as you mentioned before, like Sunil Narayan, with all his remodeled action a few times, is still
mm.
being effective, which augurs well for KKR.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, I mean, my God. Okay, it was very, very good bowling. He took two important wickets. Now let's talk about Sunil Narayan, the batsman. Okay, I mean, Russell was not
Hmm.
playing.
Yeah.
So they were like one.
Why? What happened? Like,
He was
was
injured.
he
Yeah, yeah.
okay?
I mean, he got injured in the CSK game.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I think he just limped off and probably he's got a bit of a niggle.
Okay.
Hoping he's back the next match. Okay, so they were playing one batsman shot. They brought in Ferguson, okay, as a
Ferguson.
replacement. Okay. And when Narayan came in, they needed 32 of 32 balls with just
Hmm.
5 wickets in hand. And Delhi was on the ascendancy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk about that innings, right? I didn't hit a couple of sixes.
Yeah, I mean, it is not the usual position for Narayan, like he's opened quite a lot for the KKR
Hmm.
before. So now he's been asked to play a different role, because when the field is up, it is a lot more easier because even your miss hits can go over the fielder and then you might, escape. But then when he came in, it was a very crucial time. They had just lost Dinesh Karthik and they still had a few runs to get. I mean,
Hmm.
when, Rana was there, so probably that sort of helped him, to play a little more freely, and his shots came off against Rabada, that entire
Hmm.
over changed the complexion of the game because whatever little hope that Delhi had vanished once, they got that big over.
I mean, the whole idea of bringing in Rabada was to produce a tight over. Okay,
Yeah,
probably
and
like
possibly get a
yeah,
wicket.
okay, get a wicket, and it would make it difficult. But Narayan actually took on Rabada, or possibly one of the best bowlers in the Delhi side.
Yeah,
And in the end, they actually won with 10 balls to spare.
yeah,
Okay, so wonderful performance by Kolkata Knight Riders. Okay, so the second phase, they look a completely rejuvenated side, and
yeah,
they go to a clear fourth in the table.
yeah.
Uh,
Another, I mean, surprising aspect I would say is the bowling of Venkatesh Iyer, because
uh,
we have just seen him as a batsman, or at least I knew him as a batsman. But then if they managed to get 4 overs out of him, that is a real bonus for KKR.
I mean, is there
Because,
anything that he cannot do? I mean, couple of wickets.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, one catch as well, and yeah, he hit a couple of fours in the first over to start things off.
yeah.
Uh,
So, I mean, yeah, he's definitely been a welcome addition to them. You know, it seems good, like because if you have the batsmen who can contribute with the ball and if they're also able to take wickets, there's nothing like it.
hmm,
This will prove handy, I would say. And I think he was interested with the 19th over, which with Pant batting,
hmm,
so which shows probably the amount of confidence maybe that the team management has in him. So
exactly.
it augurs well for Indian cricket, is what I would say.
Definitely, definitely. Wonderful addition to the side,
Yeah.
Venkatesh Iyer. Okay, so but we cannot conclude the analysis of this match, Shash, without talking about that spirit of cricket debate. I mean, what's it with Ashwin and the spirit of cricket debate? I mean, he always seems to be getting stuck in one of those things.
Yeah, I was not sure. I mean, it was Saudi who started it because, see, when you've got a batsman out, all right, he would have been quite disappointed that he's got out. And then he was just walking back. See, if you see the dismissal, he had come down the wicket and the ball was.
I'll tell you the history. Okay, I'll tell you the history.
Yeah.
What happened was the last ball of the 19th over, fielder threw in the ball. Okay, it ricocheted off Rishabh Pant's body, Rishabh Pant's leg, and they took a single.
Okay.
So Saudi was not happy. Morgan was not happy. Okay, and it so happened that the next ball he got out. Okay, and then they had some words to say, and Dinesh Karthik went and like he played the peacemaker. So just one question. Okay, so what do you think? If the ball, I mean, there's nothing against the laws that you should not run if the ball is ricocheting off your body, but is it right to say that it's against the spirit of cricket?
Well, you would say that things sort of got heated there slightly. You know, if they give a lot of importance to fair play awards, there is 1 point minus, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I would say it worked out for KKR, right? Because they managed to get Ashwin out. Why would they want to be complaining, man? You got the guy out because he took that single. So I would look at it at that way. So yeah, I mean, see, all these things which you say are in the laws of spirit. If there is nothing wrong in that, then why would you want to make what shall I say?
Out of it.
Yeah, an issue out of it.
I mean, if it is
within
not against the law,
yeah.
Okay, then I don't think it's against the spirit as well. Okay, and I'm sure. I mean, Morgan was reminded by a lot of people on Twitter and stuff regarding that famous ricochet of
the 19 World Cup final.
Ben Stokes' bat.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's always up for debate. I mean, unfortunately, right? I mean, we have a game which has got a lot of opponents, right? I mean, if you take something like a football or hockey, right? I mean, things are quite simple and it's clear. But yeah, cricket, right from the fact to know when the ball is exactly dead, okay, to when you can step out of the crease. I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, the other debatable thing I would say is batsman, leaving the crease even before the bowler is delivering. I feel that is very unfair, if you ask me, because why do you? That's like taking an extra advantage, okay? So, and if the bowler spots that, and if he runs him out, so be it. I don't have a problem with that, because if he's able to get another run, that means that's an advantage for the batting team.
Exactly. I mean, it's a game of inches, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely a game of inches. And again, Ashwin is in the middle of all of that. He got Morgan out for a duck. Okay, and then you could see a lot of drama. But I mean, to be very honest, I don't mind it, Shash, because I think these are things which actually make cricket matches spicy, isn't it? For an audience.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so moving on to the second match of the day, the Mumbai Indians against the Punjab Kings. So familiar scenes for Mumbai, isn't it? That's the P and P, Pollard and Pandya, putting up a pot. Not as flamboyant as they used to be, but okay, 40 runs partnership, effective. They finished off the match. Okay, and Mumbai would feel like they are getting back on track, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they required a win big time, because they lost all the 3 games that they played in the second leg, and it was getting very tight for them in terms of the qualification for the playoffs. So whichever team was going to win would get a little bit of breathing space. I think Mumbai would be relieved that they managed to get over the line, even though it was not a big target to chase. But then I think it was the pressure, they lost 2 quick wickets right at the beginning. Big players in Rohit Sharma and Surya Kumar Yadav.
Yeah, Pishra bowled really well, isn't it?
Yeah, he was really good, and I think he's sort of maybe I would say like improved from the last season as well, where I think he's conceding less runs. You could say like I think he's slightly in the mold of Rashid Khan, like a fastish leg spinner. He still has quite a long way to go, but yeah, definitely a pretty good prospect, I would say, for the Indian cricket team. Yeah, otherwise, I mean, Ishan Kishan was dropped and they got in Saurabh Tiwari instead of his place. And I
I
think,
don't know whether to feel happy or not because he's
yeah, looking
playing
at
for
the bigger
India.
prospect,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Sky is also not in the greatest of forms.
Hmm.
But
These
yeah,
are
I mean,
areas of concern if you're looking at Indian cricket. Yeah, I
but
mean,
yeah,
even
let's
I
look at the
hope
Mumbai
that,
point of view. Yeah.
yeah. No, even Mumbai would want Surya to get runs because he's been like consistent for the last 3 years,
Hmm.
last 3 or 4 years for them. So I think he would be feeling a little low, but hoping that he bounces back soon.
All right, but for the Punjab Kings, it's a
Yeah.
familiar old story, isn't it? Sedate
Hmm,
start,
hmm,
a
hmm.
mini collapse,
Yeah.
some a partnership that
Hmm.
kind of settles them, but
Yeah.
no big flourish. I think it's kind of becoming a familiar old story for them, isn't it?
No, see, if within the first 10 overs, if you lost 3 or 4 wickets, like you're more or less out of the game 90% of the time. Because if you're 47 for 4, and how much of batting is left for you? Like, unless you have a batting depth like CSK, you will not be able to recover from it. I mean, Markram and Huda, tried to put them back in the game. But I think Pollard was the game changer, getting those 2 wickets in 1 over. He got the big man from the West Indies. Yeah. So,
I
and
said somewhere, okay, I think that was the idea, it seems.
yeah,
Because like whenever Gale comes, like they don't want to give him spin.
pace as well.
Yeah, they want to get paces and they don't want to get someone like a Bolt at Bumrah, okay, because they have to
Hmm.
bowl the deaths. So I think it's kind of becoming a habit in the last 3-4 matches between these teams. Whenever Gale comes,
Hmm.
Pollard comes into bowl, and yesterday I think he was very successful.
Hmm. Yeah, he was. I mean, I think that sort of put the brakes on the Punjab batting team because they had just lost 1 wicket, and those 2 wickets changed the entire complexion, and also losing Nicholas Puran in the next few overs did
Hmm.
not make things easy for them, and they were always behind the game once that happened. So you knew Abu Dhabi, I think you needed a target close to 160 in order to make a match out of it, but they were way short in the end.
Yeah, I mean, they did do their best to make a match out of it. And if only they had taken a few more catches, then things
Hmm.
could have got even more interesting. But in the
Yeah,
end, it was the champion side, the defending champions, scoring that win
yeah,
and gaining the much needed momentum in the competition. So we have today's match, the Royal Battle, as you
yeah,
can see. All
yeah.
right. The Royal Challengers of Bangalore taking on the Rajasthan Royals. So
Yes.
I should say, I mean, even though there's a big point difference, should say an important game for both of them.
Yes, definitely. I mean, Rajasthan would desperately want to win, so that they also put a stake in their, for the playoffs, basically. But
Hmm.
if RCB has got the momentum slightly, considering that they managed to win a game over Mumbai, so their confidence will be high. Uh, Hoping that the team combination that is put out today
Hmm.
sort of fires, and then they're able to get over the line is what I'm looking for.
Exactly. RCB would want to find their best combination
Yeah.
because, like, more or less, especially after the Mumbai game, they would be feeling really confident that they have made the playoffs. But right? I mean, nothing is certain, and they would definitely want to win this place and
Hmm.
cement the third spot. You
Yeah.
know what? Yeah, so that like they are sure they will go. So pretty important game for both the royal teams, and we
Yes.
look forward to it. And talking about the man of the match contest, Shash.
Yeah,
So
there were two
yesterday,
games.
yes,
Yeah.
2 games. We got some right entries in both of the
Yeah.
games. Okay, the first match, it was Sunil Narayan for his all-round show. Let's see who the winners are. All right, so here we go. We have
Expert confess.
expert
Okay.
confess. Not sure what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but
Maybe we got to get him in the show, I guess.
exactly, so that we can
Yeah.
ask him, or probably if you can let us know what
Probably
it
message.
means.
Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations, expert confess, for predicting Sunil Narayan.
Yeah.
Okay. The second one, Pollard. We actually got a lot of predictions for Pollard. Okay, I mean for those 2 wickets. Okay, because
Yeah.
I think like everybody kind of understood.
Yeah.
Okay, the importance of those 2 wickets. Okay, so let's see who the winners. A lot of predictions for Kieran Pollard. And yes, the winner is DVS.
DVS. Okay.
DVS.
Nice.
Congratulations, DVS. Well done. Well done. So keep predicting, folks. This is going to be the link to predict your man of the match for this match,
Yeah.
RR versus RCB. Enjoy your Wednesday, enjoy the cricket, and we will see you tomorrow. Cheers.
Bye.